Observe the body and mind. Just observe. That's the key of purity. That's the key of liberation. Liberate from the body and the mind. When you're liberated from the body and the mind, you liberate from the body and mind of the world. That's the real liberation from all chances of sufferings. I send my love to all of you. Send all of you peace, freedom, and well-being. Be there and free from all suffering inside and out. Be there. Observe. Be the observer of this life. When you are the observer, you're also the creator. Only when you are free, you can create infinite possibility. Love you all. Observe from the outside. Let your spiritual heart purify. Lift up all the density, frequency that you consciously or unconsciously created for yourself, or you consciously or unconsciously bring it from the outside to yourself. Liberate them and experience the real eternal peace. Some high frequency people who are watching. We saw your faces. We don't know who you are in the 3D, but you have impact on people's lives. Good job. The light, the golden lights. 3 of them are, and many of them are the real life changers out there. You know who you are. The game changer. You feel the frequency. Energy don't lie. Observe from the outside. I call for the light of healing. I call for the light of freedom and peace of Nirvana. May you all be able to connect. Just be at pure. Just be with that purity. Allow yourself to be healed. Forgive yourself for the things that you have done. Consciously or unconsciously, you have done your best and tried your best in this life. Now it's time to surrender. Surrender to the purity, the freedom, the light, the world of God, of the Nirvana. Forgive yourself, forgive the world. Everything have cause and effect. Don't worry about it. Just be at peace right now. Observe from the outside. Those who are advanced in meditation, they can feel that they have been healed from the core. It's just like moving Some you might say it's your chakras, some are like right here up, and the spiritual heart being healed. Move out all the darkness, because right now it's shown under the light of Noah. That purity is powerful, more than any power in this world. That formless parted the water, healed the deaf, healed the blind, healed everything you can think of. If you look at the Bible, the scriptures in all religions just talk about that purity. You are getting better. Allow the healing. Because when your frequency is contraction, not at peace, not at ease, it's very low and it's like this stagnation. But when you allow, when you believe, I can see that the frequency is moving at faster speed. The purging is faster speed. And later on, when you advance in it, every day you can heal yourself within a matter of minutes. But you have to get started. You have to practice in order to advance in anything in this life, basically. Body and mind are connected. When you heal the body, you heal the mind. When you heal the mind, the limited belief system, you heal the body. Everything is connected. Just allow the healing and feel the peace of your energy as a whole. Some are being healed at the thinking area, the left brain. I send my love, my light, my hello to all of you in the universe. We love you, the formless God. You are amazing. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Feel it. I'm gonna be observing the energy more as I speak, because that's when the healing happens fast. When you go completely all in, you heal it. You put all your power, all that force to all the pain body that are connecting, if you have. In life, could be through the process of making the material world, of trying to create relationships, maintaining relationship, making a living, some like creating name and fame, some through spiritual like good meanings, that you guys associate with the world, consciously or unconsciously, energy automatically, how you call, interact and connect. Have you ever been to places that you just go there and you feel the frequency? It's like rare that you are at certain place or near some people, your energy been lifted up, refreshed. That's beautiful. But a lot of time you go to environments where there you feel a lot of fear and you don't know that you have it. It's just there. It could just be the energy of the people there. If you have the clarity, you'll be able to see environments, frequencies of the places that you go to. Could be it's just a lot of fear and stress at that location, that when you go into, you feel it. Some people, when you go near them, you feel it, and time will answer everything if you appear. Energy don't lie. That's what people call sixth sense. Who can access it? Those who appear to some extent. The more you appear, you are clear about what you are in, what that is, what that really is. You see things as it is, as it is. You see the truth. When you're with loved ones, you're at peace. You are in bliss, harmony. When you're in nature, with the ocean, the trees, you feel at ease, calm, balanced. Energy don't lie. You go to the place that just because earth frequency is pure and clear, you can see the hertz of earth frequency. It's peace. What is not peace? What is grosser frequencies? Mental states, pain bodies. Mental states like the more negative the thoughts, the denser the frequency. The darker the frequencies for those who have the eyes to see. But pain body, as we heal more than 1,000 cases, some of them are doctor, lawyer, pharmacist, all name you all walks of life you can think of. Direct healing on live stream, just like the guy that I healed recently on the English channel. It's 1,000 cases, more than 1,000 cases live on the English Vietnamese channel. Similar or something about heal the deaf, heal the blind, almost blind, blurry, almost blind. Barely can have very minimal vision. Some diseases kind of like very weird to explain, so I just like keep it simple. I remember a few things that stand out and I share it. People have different kind of issues. So when I heal people, like those who like the denser the energy field, the darker the blockage, the worse the pain. And some, they don't have to meditate, but their light's not enough to balance that darkness of frequency. It's negative. The darker, the more negative. It's trauma hidden in your cells. At a time, what you do? Faithful in that peace, the eternal peace. That is the light of the world. That is the light that can cure. Even birth and death can cure all of your problems. Can cure all of your problems. Today, I'll share with you the Holy Quran. I shared Buddhist scriptures. I shared, the Bible, and now I share the Quran. So you see the common quality that all sages of all time, all the purest forms who came here from God and share with us. Let's see the core knowledge that will set you free. Those who are already advanced on this path that associate with wisdom people or the wisdom from your ancestors, and the wisdom by personal direct experience, you will know exactly what I'm talking about, especially those who already transcend and gain certain mastery level in your life. You will see that it's what happened in your life, and you transform it. You transform the challenges, or your ancestor transform the challenges with mastery. And I would say the knowledge, the transformation, the righteousness, the light, if your ancestors had it, it could be you, it could benefit generations. And why you were born in that family? Because you have certain frequency that matching with that family or those ancestors. Energy is the key to be free from all frequency and vibration. To all frequency and vibration, actually, because when you are the formless, you will see all energies and vibration, and energy, frequency, vibration, they are transforming, constantly transforming, impermanence, and transforming from one form to another. If you just watch them, you are free. You are free. You are just free. And those who practice righteousness, practice the truth sincerely, practice the law of the universe so correctly, you see the transformation. You live in high. And you already live high before you manifest in this world. Be high inside first, and the material world follow. Lifestyle follow. Today I'll share with you about the Quran. I would say my last research is like 6 billion, about 6 billion among that people in the world practice some type of spirituality. The balance, a lot lesser people are those who don't practice anything. And if you just pay attention, those who have some good spiritual qualities of truth, the deepest truth, the righteous, you will see that they live differently. They transform their lives, and you see grace in them. You see positivity in them. You see. Now I'll share with you that, and I'll give example. So basically, when you watch the Bible, right? Basically, Jesus healed people, miracles, right? The life of Jesus was the life of miracles, yeah? Same as Buddha. The life of Buddha was the life of miracles. He healed people from all sufferings. How about in Quran? I'll share with you. I'm inspired to share with you all this ancient knowledge that the God sent people shared with us. Thank you. This is also about miracles. That's how it begins in the Quran. I'll start from the beginning, okay? I recently watched the movie, I would say cartoon for kids, because that's how I get started with like the scriptures, the Bible, you know, because I like things to be like happiness, joy, fresh, not so much of like I don't like to watch adult much because when I see them I would say their trauma, you know, and kids have somewhat less, so I enjoy it, especially the animations is kind of pure, you know, so I like to get started with those first, and then after that when I love it, I train my mind that way and I love it, and I start pulling all of those informations that's more advanced level, that's more human, you know, movie, and I watch them. Yeah. So this is also about miracle. That's how it began with the Zamzam well. Okay. Love you all. So Prophet Abraham, he was a prophet, so he always obeyed God's command. And then let me add this. Let me add some light to what I read from the movie. Okay. So okay, let's continue. Prophet like Abraham, he always followed God's command. And one time, he followed God's command. His wife basically didn't really get it. Why the wife and the newborn baby was being brought to a desert where there's no life, no food, no water, except few pieces of dates and a small water can with very little water to it. And I bet the wife was shaken. She kept on asking the prophet Abraham, why did you bring us here? It's no life, no people, no food, no water. And he just kept on walking and followed God's order. And his wife saw that. His wife's name is Hajar. And she then asked him, she then kind of understand based on the journey that they walk together and they have a son together. So she asked, has Allah ordered you to do? And he said, yes. He said, yes. And then she said, oh, then he will not neglect us. She said this based on direct experience, okay? So she trusts, she has faith that, and she said that then he will not neglect us. Notice that she was put with a newborn baby in a desert, no life, no water, no food, just a few pieces of water, just a few pieces of dates and some water can, small water can. And then Abraham proceed onward. So I try to learn from a few sources, a few movies, and I understand, because when I watch something, especially when it has like wisdom, the ancient knowledge, I see how some make it a little bit different than others, but I'll share with you. I'll share with you what I see. and the dates and the water can went out, they finished after a very short time. The mother and the baby, the wife, mother and the baby, they finished the dates and the water, and witnessing her son being thirsty in that extreme heat of the desert. She ran between mountains, ran from one mountain to another, didn't see any food, didn't see any water, didn't see anybody who can help. She ran 7 times between mountains to look for water for her baby and herself. Because of the faith and because of the faith and the effort, she then hear a voice. She then heard a voice. Then she asked for help. Some sources say that the water by the feet of the baby just come up from the ground. But some sources say that then she saw an angel at the place where water is. It is Angel Gabriel. He was digging the earth with his heel or his wing. So 2 cases are correct. For the mundane eyes, you would see water just come up from the ground, and you say, oh, this is a miracle. But for those who have the eye to see, the wife of the prophet, when you practice, your spouse, if they are aligned with what you're doing, they support what you're doing, they level up through tantra, through, connecting together, intimacy. Yeah, that's how it works. Frequencies connect. You don't connect with the dark, it's lower your frequency. Connect with the, if you already married, when you practice, you level up your light, your spouse also benefit. If they don't resist it, if they don't go against it, they level up. That's why when people practice meditation correctly, the family is more happy, everybody is more joyful. I saw those evidence, and then later on the whole family practice, and such family is blessed. Whatever happened to them, they care easily. They get the understanding. They get the love, the support. They forgive each other easily. They love each other. They support each other toward righteousness. And such families, everything just seems to work out for them beautifully by the grace of the universe, by the law of the universe. Many families like that in my community. Okay, so she had the eye to see. She saw Angel Gabriel. He was digging the earth with his heel or his wing, Haja. I can relate to this based on 1,000 cases of healing. Because for the mundane eyes, when I heal people, they would see the person would see oh, my shoulder is new. Oh, the pain is gone. It's lighter. But for those who have third eyes, for those who have the eye to see, they would see, for example, your shoulder lights up because the beings, the ancestors, the connection on the shoulder, on the energies of the shoulder being lifted out and liberated. And a lot of time, for those who liberate and not go to black holes, they would see angels come and take them home, take them to their levels, the heavens. Sometimes spiritual protectors take them to heaven, take them to the place that they're in alignment with. And a lot of time, the beings who are liberated from the healings, they go toward the light. They liberate to the higher light, better than earth realm. And it's time to share the truth because you see the result. That was one case. That's why I keep on talking about this. Otherwise, when I don't have result, because it's all in Vietnamese. I barely talk about all the miracles here, but 1,000 cases, more than. Okay. Love you all. I'll drink water. So, and then like the pain, a lot of time, depend on who, but a lot of cases, when it's painful, there's revenge. For example, people who eat a lot of meat and don't have enough light to liberate all that revenge, all that pain blood, pain bodies of the animals who've been killed, you consume it in your body, it accumulates in your system. If you cannot liberate those frequencies, transform to light. And sometimes on your journey, you might harm beings. You might, on all the previous journeys, you might kill, you might do things that harmful to others. We saw the beings attach and try to revenge on certain parts of your body. You know, that's why people do the hypnotherapy, to heal those traumas, to ask for forgiveness, So when those beings receive the light, the beings, like sometimes they just cry and they say, I forgive you. And they just go with the angels back to the light, follow the light. Sometimes spiritual protectors take them. She is the one who had the eye to see. That's all. Then she was amazed to see the water flowing out of the earth, right? She started like, you know, fill up the water can, and then like she got the water, but it continues to flow because she was so thirsty and her children were so thirsty. So her baby and water was so precious to her. She was so afraid that it's gonna run out. So she said, Zam Zam, Zam Zam. The meaning of Zam Zam means stop, you know, like that's actually the meaning, because she's afraid it will run out, but it didn't. Her faith, the way of the prophet, their faith at the miracle of that righteous has not just quenched their thirst, but the thirst of millions of people until this day over there in Saudi Arabia. Thank you, universe. The well is called Zamzam. So just like that, I'll share with you. So it's a miracle. That's how, because I want to watch the Quran playlist. This one is the first. It's like in the name of this is called Before the Light. Before the Light. So today I'll share with you all the deepest truth, that with the intention to help not just the rich, not just the middle class, but the ones who are being hurt the most right now. Because of not seeing clearly how this system works, they are being trapped in the game of Satan, of the devil. What do Satan and devil do to human to get them not liberated? If they can control your frequency, your attitudes, your thoughts, your feelings, they can control your destiny. Thank you, universe. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, and I will share with you. I will do like the testimony of the what miracle is in my life. Very deep. I'll say earlier I share on the Vietnamese channel. It's kind of I'm gonna be vulnerable today, but I'm doing it because I was designed to experience it and share it to help the hurt. I would say a couple days ago we saw the word from universe. We hear the word rapture, but recently we heard the word tribulation, and we would see many people already enter heaven, but we saw down there many people are asking to go up. They are in darkness, but they were lifting their hands, asking to be free from that darkness. And after they asked, we saw the lights from God, you can call Savior, and those beings liberate and follow the light to heaven. Okay, so I feel like it's time to share the deepest truth that I designed it on this path to experience it and transform it completely. And so I share it so that people in this world, doesn't matter how suffering you are, if you have faith and if you are pure at heart, you can transform everything. You can doors that don't have, think you can like make the wall open just like the door, something like that. So you can make the impossible possible. Look at the examples of heal the deaf, heal the almost blind, make the old person, like I think he was in 60s, 70s, have a new body, like a reborn body again. So you will see, I will give you a testimony of faith and the miracles in that truth. Thank you, universe. Her faith is not just her faith. The wife, the prophet, her faith is not just help them save their life, but save the lives of people on the desert till this day. And that's how it started, the miracle. Jesus performed miracles. Buddha performed miracles that exceptional at his time. Jesus performed miracles that unbelievable at his time. And also examples in the Quran. So what is the core knowledge? Faith in that formless. Even in the desert where there's no life, no water, no food, water will come up and save you. Thank you. So I'll share a few quotes. That one is from the Noble Quran 65:3. There are two types in I would say Islam or Muslim, because I went there. I went to Israel, I went to Egypt, and I try to understand basically all religions. Okay, so there are good Muslim. It's called Sunni Muslim, right? Sunni. And there's other type. I don't say good or bad, but you do your research. Okay, you do your research, that's all. I would say when I went to China and I would ask the local people, hey, where can I get the food that's organic? He said, and at that location, he told me like, impossible. Yeah. There's none organic nearby. But he said the one that I trust the most is the Muslim quarter, where they make food with they pray and they practice morality and things. So it's their food is more delicious, but more it's you will feel the food is different. And when we look into it, we look into the energy, their food, the food of that Muslim quarter, the the energies of the animals and things, it has the the cells are less distorted because they raise with love, with grace, gratitude. They practice spirituality. They pray 5 times a day. They Allah God, faithful people. They don't faithful people and those who really look up to God. They don't do bad things. The real spiritual people. And of course, there are different levels of people. Okay, I'm not saying like everyone. So yeah, that's the quality of spiritual. You handle things with grace. You raise animals with grace. Other places, because when I want to eat something, some place I want to find organic. If not organic available, then I investigate about the energy. And other places, other restaurants, when I look into the energy, the cells are distorted. The animals will be mistreated. So when you eat those things in your body, you put those cells to make your cells. And that's why people don't get good results by eating foods that are not pure, that are not loving. Because I on my lands, when I how you call form the organic veggies, the texture is different, the taste is different. At the heart side we saw like crystalline, and when we ate them we just bliss out, and this is the real heaven qualities, because energies connect. Who is raising those vegetables? Very important. Lucky are those who eat the foods that are being planted or raised by loving people. Thank you. Okay, so the Noble Quran 65:3. And whoever puts their trust in Allah, then He will suffice him. Whoever puts their trust in Allah, then He will suffice him. You will have enough. We see that. I see that within myself. I see that with all the people who I helped successfully. I see that on the daily basis. Okay, when you put your trust in God, you'll be taken care of. I'll give example. One time, I have a house in California where I plant like veggies and fruits, and every people when they live there, I pay for everything. They are there as volunteers. They are the ones who are practicing the holy path, and some of them don't have money like Daniel. I would let him stay there, and everything is, when you are there, you can get water, organic food, and people would bring food to us, organic, from the markets that we have to give to neighbors, organic. That's why our neighbors love us. And so when I left to Vietnam at that time to have like when I left to Europe at that time to have like retreats, and then later on I started a new journey by united with my soul families in Asia. And over there in California's home, I was not there to when I was not there, people didn't bring food. to the place, and I didn't get to, I was not there to give him money to go to markets and things like that, or I didn't go to markets myself because I know, because it's just like I function everything spontaneously. So at that time, like the guava strawberry, I think it's the most delicious food that I really enjoy. I planted, it didn't yield much fruit, but when I left, and Daniel was there. Daniel, he doesn't work, he doesn't have money, so that that tree would yield like a lot of fruits. And my garden, the apple trees, the pomegranate trees, he's a vegan and he eat those things. He a raw vegan. And those woods that he says too much food I have to give away for my neighbors, for the neighbors. When he's trust in the truth, and when he trusts, he trusts in God, he trusts in that formless, and he live his life that way. So he's provided. He's always provided enough. Okay, good job. So I'm not saying that. And people are at different levels on their journey. Okay, let's keep it there, the example there for now. So God, the source, that intelligent, that creator, really know the truth of what is enough. I don't think a human mind really know what's enough. What's enough for when people are being controlled by the ego, by greed, anger, delusion, and not by faith, not by purity. Enoughness for them is the comparison with their neighbor, with their friend, with people of this world. Never content. Greed is never enough for greed. Greed is never enough with greedy people, But God knows what's enough. Everybody is searching for happiness in this life. You might try to search it through material gain. You might try to search it through relationships. You might try to search it through fame and name. You try to search it in spirituality. Everybody's searching for happiness. The eternal happiness is peace, the Nirvana, that God, that real home. The real heaven within, the real purity within, the purest, the perfect lamb that everybody is look up to, that perfect lamb. If you purify yourself, you will know exactly what that quality is. Okay? So people, they don't really know what's enough. They might think that I have a surplus of $10 billion is enough in my bank, and they pursue it. Some people think like, I might have a better eyes, a better nose, a better teeth, then it's enough. But they compare themselves with other people, The other people that they compare themselves with other people that follow the trend, that they compare themselves with other people that have to go through pain to get those things. So they compare, people don't really know what's enough. I would say all of us are blessed. All of us are very blessed. Just look at the Prophet Abraham's wife and the son. They did not even have water to drink in the extreme heat. So at that time, miracle happened. because she has faith. God knows what's enough. I bet you she would have the grace, the bliss, the happiness that many of you are eating lobsters right now, steak right now, not really have that. Because the miracle is the beauty of the universe. It's the heaven quality of universe. When you have faith, when you have purity. Thank you. Until next, the Hermit, he say, so I'm saying this so that you know all the ancient scriptures or knowledge really talk about faith, purity, and then your life is the miracle. Prayer is set an intention. You know, set an intention. It's the Buddhists teach set an intention. Jesus teach a prayer. You know, the Muslim, they also pray. If you are pure, you are faithful in that purity and not greed, anger, delusion, and you set intention through prayer, your life is taken care of. That's the law of the universe. Thank you. It's beautiful. I just love this. Okay. So the Hermit, he say, this is also the scripture, the Bible. I'm not familiar with, I would call it all the sage or holy things. I call them scriptures, okay, or Bible. It's just language for communication. He would provide for you just as he provides for the birds. They go out in the morning with empty stomachs and return full. God knows what's enough. If you really happy inside out, you have faith and you see miracles in your life and you are pure, such a spiritual life is free. It's free from the misery of competition, of pain bodies, of creating bad karmas while trying to satisfy greed, the greed that you inspired by Satan or the children. So have that enoughness inside first, and you will see you live with that quality. Your riches is still there, your abundance is still there, but at this time you already at the destination of happiness and live your life at that gold cup at that gold cup, golden cup, gold cup, I don't know. At that champion, not this champion, at that champion destination, you know, and enjoy your life. When you have, blessed are those who have the abundance of life and also the happiness and fulfillment within. That energy will protect your wealth, will protect your reality. Thank you. I'll share the testimony of my experience about miracle and faith. It's deep, it's vulnerable, but it's to inspire those who are not yet faithful in purity. It will help them big time. It helps the hurt that kind of lost right now. But you will have, doesn't matter what level you are in your life, you will have the knowledge, the love, the compassion. It will enhance your grace in life. When I realized the truth and come back home at that time I come back United States, and at that time I already know what I should do. I already connect with that light of the world within. That internal guidance show me every step on the way. At that time, because wisdom to me at that time is so valuable. I witnessed on the path of meditation, I witnessed all mental states from the grossest, the most suffering thoughts, mental states, to the subtlest, and go beyond them, go beyond all that mental states. I know the value of freedom. I know the value of real peace. Peace, freedom from the world. When you're free from the world inside, you are free from this world. Because it's nothing but thoughts, body, mind, basically. You are just free, more than a sky. So that time, internal guidance, the light already activated, the heart was pure, tranquil, peace. Also that same time, I had no money left, but inside already rich, you know. Not the outside yet, but I know the outside will follow. At that time, my relative asked me, go get a job, go now you come back already, go get the global sourcing planner job, the get back the job that you left out years ago. Go get the buyer position, go get the professional job that I dream about, you know. I smile and inside I said, no, I'm not gonna do that because I felt the fear, I felt everything at environments that I've been to. And I know, and I said, peace and sharing peace, happiness is the only thing that I will be doing. Inside, not telling them. At the time, I was living at their place, you know. So I was just writing my books, no money in the pocket, no money. At times they would give me, like my families and the relative would give me some money, but then they get like at some point they feel like, oh, I'm not gonna help her anymore. You know, she has to, I'm gonna do my best to force her to, when she doesn't have money, she's gonna go back to corporate, or she's gonna go back to work the job that I dream of, you know. But that time they also the universe designed that they did not have abundance of money to give me as well. And I think it's perfect plan. When I look back, it's perfect plan. So at that time, I just keep on writing my book. And when I write, it's so beautiful. It's bliss out. It's the words of wisdom, knowledge that has set me free. And I know that would set people free as well. I know the value of spiritual. I was just faithful in that 0 point. I'm not just believing it. I believe it so much that I don't run away from it. I just choose to unite and be there, be one with that till this day, and it becomes automatic. You are just the free flow moving in this life. Freedom from the pain body, freedom from the mind, that peace, eternal peace. And beside that, I make videos to help people, you know. Okay, so I share the truth of what I realized. I start showing people, I start sharing positivity because I already rich inside. And when I remember at that one time, I met a person in a meditation center that I previously went to, and she is millionaire. I told you I was already rich inside, you know. And so even though at that time in my pocket, no money at that time, she asked me, hey, you want to go to this meditation, this meditation retreat where there's trees, this activity when we meditate with trees. The cost was like $25 at that time. But then I have like, you know, I have such pride inside. I said, no, I'm not going. I don't go. I just reject it. But inside, no money to go at that time. So I just kept on writing my book. and sharing the positivity. And so when I was in the retreat, in the meditation retreat, I was so focused and I know exactly why I'm there. I observe the noble silence 100% of the time. During my journey of practicing, 3 months I closed doors to just be in that place. It's normal. I do it a few times. No speech, no talking. And there were times that in meditation retreats that noble silence for years. At that time, because all that energies that normally people waste on their thought, not on their speech, their wandering mind, their association with other people, they lose energy. At that time, I use all that power to observe the body and mind, purify the body and mind. And so until I reach Nirvana, the cessations of all life forms, of all consciousness, it's shorter than a moment. I know it. It's called the path and fruit. It's when you reach it, you purify your mental state to a certain level already. There are 4 levels to reach like complete enlightenment. And then when I saw it as well. Imagine people, when I experienced that path and fruit of the sages, I have to share. Then I was telling myself, and my teachers, my meditation teachers, he knows what I'm talking about. And at the end of that retreat, he asked me to give a speech for 10 minutes and he translated. Okay, he's one of the top people in Myanmar, one of the top 4 teachers. So, and at that time I experienced that cessation of all sufferings. It's just like, it's shorter than a second. It's no time, no space. I catch it and you know it. At the time you're moving around just like a balloon. Just like no weight. Normally when people care, you know. So, and I was like, the people who are like trying to talk to other meditators, trying to fit in, even though they're in meditation center, there's no hope for them. They will miss it. How can they reach the complete freedom, the Nirvana? They miss it. You cannot afford 1 split second to miss it, to see all mental states, because like this, your mental states could be particles, vibrations, you know. It's too extreme. Okay, you they miss it. You cannot afford to miss 1 second during the extreme meditation retreat. And I was so serious, I was so into it, and I transformed it fast, as if everything already planned out for me stage by stage. I took my meditation teachers by surprise. Okay, and then okay, well, the story that I drink water. And like one friend, when I was in the meditation center, I met a monk. At the time I was at a center that I can speak. Because that is like you speak, but you see everything is vibrating. But nobody really taught me about the Nirvana. They taught me about the observation mind, which is the knowing. But when I observe all of that to the stage that there's something that's beyond the observation, that's the real Nirvana. So at that time when I met a monk, and at that time I was able to talk, at that time I realized the truth. And I talked to him, and he's funny. He also from America, and he because his mom just happened to live together in the same room that I do, because 2 people share the same room, because limited space. So, and he introduced me to a friend of his, and this lady, she has traveled to about nearly 50 countries very successful in what she does in Vietnam. And she translate for like top teachers who come to Vietnam, and she translate many famous books. She have connection with books companies. So at that time, I didn't expect all of that. It's God plan. And the only person that I talked with was that monk. He's positive. There's something that I can speak about because I know about frequency at that time. And so he introduced me to that lady, and she later became my friend. Later, fast forward, at the time that I had no money left, but my book is completed. At the time, the only two friends I talked with, actually, that monk and the one that have connections. I didn't know. I just know that she translates things. But then I talked to her at times, and then when the book was about to complete, I talked to her, and she's like, and then she volunteered. Hold on, there's some dark energies. Okay. And then at that time she said, "Oh, Tammy, you write a book?" And I say, "Yeah." And she said, "Oh, can I proofread it?" She was amazed by the way I speak. I set herself free. At the time, I was, young and happy, but she didn't know I realized the truth. But I talked to her so deep. She's sincere in her practice. And then so she want to read my book, and I let her proofread it, and she's good at it. So that's her specialty. She proofread it, and then she worked with me at the time when my book was complete. My mom didn't support me. I'm publishing my book. I have no money left in my pocket. My aunt, my relative, none. At the time, I could not have money to eat the organic food that are suitable to my system. I have to eat the food, whatever the food that the house has. And those are not at all suitable for my system, and they are not at all vegetarian. They're not vegan, they're not vegetarian. But at the time, I have to eat the food that are not suitable for my system. But when I ate them, when I ate those things, I saw how the beings, when they enter my body and I meditate, they liberate as the light, they go to heaven. And that's when I start knowing the secret, and I start sharing on the English channel. And one person say, "Oh, enlightened people, otherwise don't eat." They judge me. But do you see the truth? Do you see, like, when you are the light, when you touch the animal get part of the light from you. If your light is so strong, you liberate that soul. And later on, when I started helping people later, then when I walk into the market with the third eye team, the witnesses, they say, "Master, the animals, they are begging, please somehow have me in your system so that I can transform to the better frequency of light." That's how I know the truth about, like, energy. I know more and more. Okay. Okay, back to the story. Focus. At the time, she proofread my book, and nobody gave me money to publish my book. I had no money, but I was happy, I was happy. It's just that purity. You cannot suffer with that. So, then at that time, and when at the time that I complete my book, I went out to the on the backyard of my relative. I extend my hand. I say, God, I need your help. I extend my light, infinite above, infinite below. That which I realized in my meditation on the 11th, 2000, I think 2016, 18, I forgot, but 11. That time I saw my DNA, I saw the light. And I would receive that light. And later that day, when I go back and check on the videos, comments, at that time, I was so positive and I love to read positive comments. That's the quality of my community. At that time, a small community. And when I read the comment, I saw a person, a lady. She's rich. She's a realtor. She owns houses, $1 million of houses. And she just texted me. She said, Tammy, I received information from my higher self from the person that she believes. She called that. You might say to her that's God. She followed that order every time, and that makes her millionaire. So she said, Tammy, is there anything I can help you? Because I received the information to help you. I need to help you. I say, yeah, I need this amount of money to publish my book, and the poor I will give, because at the time I know the law of cause and effect. Right? I work so that I can give. I work so that I can give. So I can share the truth, the way that I liberate myself. Right? And then I say, the poor I'll give. Then I sell it so that I have the resource of that the poor I'll give. And so she gave me the money, the free money. I think like $5,000 at the time. And then I said, thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Miracle happened. At the time that doesn't matter how, I had not even $20 in my pocket, believe it or not. And when I received the money, I started traveling. I was with my car, starting go to nature by that internal guidance, that light, that vastness of light, that knowledge. I started go to Colorado where nature is, stay in a hotel without knowing where I'll be tomorrow, But I just stay in a hotel. I follow that internal guidance 100%. At that time, I received a phone call from a third eye team member, and he started talking to me. At first, I just helped him. But then I realized, oh my goodness, he can see realities. And at that time, and then he would foretell me every step God sent him. Then right now, it's every step of mine, it's God sent the prophets, those who can foresee the things and tell me things. The reason why I'm so confident and let go of my job, because I was foretold that when I practice the truth, I will reach the final enlightenment. Right? And all the features in me, if you have the knowledge, the true knowledge, you will see. If I live in the world, I'll be rich. And then if I practice meditation, I will reach the truth. Yeah. They say this line right here is to the, yeah. And so many people are, and on my path, I was protected by those who have third eyes. When I'm in dangerous place, they would call me and tell me, you're in dangerous place. That people, some have hair, how many have hair, how many don't have hair? She told me exactly. I said, how you know, mommy? I just pat myself and go, free from the danger. When she don't want to tell me, the bird would suicide to the door and force her to tell me. Yeah. So sometimes I was in danger, because at the time I was figuring out, I was searching for truth. Such confused vibration attract those beings. Okay, everything is planned out, step by step, so you know the law of vibration. So now I'm sharing it with you. What I share is more collective. You will see wisdom in what I'm sharing. Doesn't matter what level you are in this life. So that time I will let go of the worldly friends, the architect, the bankers, blah, blah, blah. They were good friends of mine, but at the time I practiced truth, I have really no conversations I don't know what to speak to them. At the time I was vegetarian, we don't have a common food to hang out and eat. That's what we did all the time. They're good people, but then I follow if before me, I let go of everything, but I just happen to meet the people who make the miracle happen. Exactly the two friends, and one of them make the miracle happen. I published and then she gave the money. They introduced me to the second best publisher in the country. And normally she has to wait 6 months for her book to get published. But I told you, at the time my frequency is already high and I was blessed by that light. So he published my book within a month. And normally he doesn't take a small quantity, but for mine, he took it. So I had enough money to start traveling, go to hot spring, really absorbing, healing my system, my cells in nature. At the time, everything just works out for me by following the light, following the peace, instead of surrounding myself with, environments that are not so positive, that's not so alignment with the light. I went to nature. And so at the time I make videos, and then like one person contact and said, I would please she want to she want to offer the place to have the retreat for everyone, for the people who would like to practice meditation, and she asked me if I can come and teach them. I say yeah, and I say yeah. So I went there, and on that night before the retreat, when I slept, the whole universe it's like the whole universe was fit in here. I'll never forget that experience. And by that energy, when by that energy and that light, that vastness, when I send that light to people, doesn't matter what disease it is, blind, almost blind, deaf, broken hands, devil attached, that light healed all of them without a case fail. Thank you, universe. What I did was, I know what's the right thing to do is to share the truth that set people free. I did not have money at that time, but I was rich inside already. And the riches have no choice but follow me, right? And when I started helping people and sharing the truth, healing people, money just keep on flowing in, and I'm doing exactly what I love to do. And I don't want to do anything else but this. Even though right now, even when I do business, even my business will produce like good products and services to enhance positivity, happiness, and well-being, a balanced body, mind. But I still don't want to. Everything I do is pre-ordered, by the community, at least 1,000 pieces or 2,000 pieces. But I don't even touch it. I just follow that light, that peace. I have faith in that purity, and that moves. That I would say that just like it moves mountains. Because one stranger just called and say she received the information from her God saying she need to help me to do this. At the time when I let go of those who not matching frequencies to mine, and just hang out with those who appear positive and loving, look at what I attract. Attract the people who also receive messages from God. Thank you, universe. You attract the people who you are vibrationally matched with. And I will not settle for mundane life. I did not settle for a mundane life. And I'm living a holy life, a beautiful life, sharing, helping people, just like the way God helped me. Right? Sharing, helping people toward faith, purity, you know, and miracles happen in their lives. I multiply those qualities. Basically, it's similar as, you know, this one, Haja. Her faith and in the purity, in the formless, did not just quench her thirst in the extreme heat, did not just quench her thirst and her son's thirst in the extreme heat, but quench the thirst of people in the desert until this day. Thank you. My faith in that purity just did not create miracle, not just create miracle to my journey, but it create miracles to, I would say, already, but days to come, countless number of people. Miracles. One team member, before she know my channel, all that she practiced is believing in God. And when she saw, because she saw believing in God, God sent her messages and visions. When she saw my channel, she see who my heart self is, what my light is. And she would follow and practice what I share. And so, even though there are times that I challenge, or that I speak to her in a challenge way, so that if she meditates, she'll overcome with a higher light. Because that challenge, the light challenge, is not the challenge of the mundane world. She went through all the challenges every time, alive, with lighter, with more light. So there were certain points. She has also experienced the challenge just like I did. God does challenge people, challenge your faith, see if you're the real deal. And so there were times that she just want to practice, go inside, and she just let go of the world. She was the designer. She was like graphic designer. So she just want to go inside and practice, to the point that she could not even afford bread. She would, try to not. She tried to not buy that, so she can she could not even afford bread. At that time, it's somehow like, during that time, she didn't complain. She didn't, hey, why miracles not happen to me and happen to thousands of other people? She didn't even complain to me, even one word. But then during that time, I choose her to join a meditation retreat. And in that course, she's not just faithful, but she also practice to share the light to others. Okay? She asked me to purchase. She told me that she want to purchase 50 books so that she can give to others. She practiced, not just faithful, but she practiced for the well-being of others. And that's how she went rich. And then at that time when she said, I would like to donate 50 books to others. She want to purchase it from my bookstore. And at that time when I look at her, I saw that she was crying inside. I saw that she had money blockage. I saw that it's like she's doing that, but she doesn't have money. I say, okay, I say, okay, I say on the live stream to test her one more time. And then I just saw her crying inside, you know. But then after I finished healing her, I call to my team member. I say, this girl, she doesn't have money. Do not take her money. Give the books to her for free so that she can give to people to create a good marriage for her life. When she give books to others, I would say weeks later, I received a text message from her that tell me all that she has went through to the point that she has no money left, but the breakthrough happened. Her family, it's I don't know through it's kind of like she say kind of like winning lottery or something like it's like something like her family get not just up not just overcome the poor but get rich to this day. She say, Master, I didn't tell you, but I used to, I wanted to buy a computer which I can do graphic design for your images, you know. I want to volunteer and do that. And I pray God to be able to afford it. And after she just practiced faith and also even give books to the truth to other people, then she attract her family become abundance within a matter of weeks. And she said, right now, I'm not just having a laptop, I'm having the best laptop in the country. I'm having the best laptop that I know. And then she was the one that created graphic design for my film, for my videos, for my, yeah. Thank you, universe. Breakthrough happened. God does test people. See if you are the real deal or not. Right? But right now she live in abundance and her mom create abundance so easily. Even her mom, the whole family right now start practice my sharing. They're healed from disease. They manifest abundance. Okay. So, miracles. Jesus performed miracles. Buddha performed miracles. Quran, the stories of miracles. And why? What created that miracle? They are faithful in the truth, the formless truth, and which help them be pure at heart. And they pray. They set intention, the law of the universe. And they were happy. They are happy. When you are content, you are happy. And that's the key to create wealth, to protect wealth. Thank you. Recently, I met like a relative. This person back then is rich, but recently he kind of retired, but he have some financial obligations. Though he has like with the bank, and though he have like properties, but cannot sell. And he is in the difficult time to try to, you know, deal with to try to complete the obligation with the bank. And they would come to his place and take photos, free photos all the time. He's got threatened to take his place, but he has agreed to, he has some kind of, as businessman, successful businessman back then, he has agreed he can sell the property at a good price that will pay everything to the bank and also have enough money to live a retired life with, and then also have additional land to take care of his future. But he doesn't want to. He said, this land is millions of dollars. I'm not going to sell it just to pay the bank a very low amount of money, you know. But so he tried to protect his wealth. You know, God knows what's enough. Human don't. They suffer by their own, you know, opinion, by their own greed, anger, delusion. So I just tell him, you should take action. Otherwise, you are suffering. And you know, the world is such. My community is different. Back then, when my student, the one that lost everything, and I send them the light, and then I know it will transform because I know their faith. and then the insurance reimbursed them everything. But during the time that I didn't know, I didn't ask and talk to them and know that insurance reimbursed them everything. I thought at the time I just knew that they told me that they lost it. And then at the time, every time they text, I answer faster than any other people. Because to people who are hurt, who are in downtime, they're very sensitive. And with those, I want to show them that I'm there for them. You know, they're respected, they're loved. And, you know, but in the world, where I would say people have been falling materials a lot, that they're really stepping onto one another for material gain. And when you lose, when I saw my relative, when he's in difficult time, people don't hang out with him. People would, you know, people start like going away from him. Because why? They cannot take advantage from such person because he's generous. He's generous to people. But when he's in a downtime, people just disappear. That's not real friends, you know. And then I'm glad that the relative get to experience all that before the final years of their life, so that they really know there's no love in this world, in this greed, anger, delusion world. People hang out with one another so because there's some gain in it. Not everyone is pure like that relative. Not everyone is pure at heart and loving, and it's have like a human love for one another. It's generous. That's why God helped him every time. So and then some people even look. I already know. I say right now, I would say you are very blessed. Just right now, because you have like certain savings that would that will be enough until the day that they pay for your land. And you are blessed. Just know that you are blessed. Don't hang out with the worldly people, the mundane people. Because mundane people, his friends, look at him by his pockets. By the pockets. And when they are out in the world, many people hang out with one another because name and fame, material gain, something like that. Pay attention, you will know. I don't hang out with the worldly people. Conditional, everything is conditional. I tell him, you should be content, practice more spiritual because you're retired. Don't hang out with the worldly people because they might look down at you because they think that going out there, kick apples to I do it consciously, but I pretend like I missed it. Kick apples to, so that you prove that I'm successful, I'm strong, I'm the real man. For what? During the process, they might create a lot of bad deeds. They might step on other people, create bad karmas. They lose the quality of heaven. They lose the happiness. They are so focused on the worldly battle, the battle that never ends. There's no quality to it. There's no spiritual qualities to it. There's no happiness qualities to it. Competition, not really love one another, just for some gain. And I say, you should, I said to that relative, because I see it. So they look down on those who don't have the gains, who don't have something that they can gain something from. That's how the nature of the ego is. Not in my community, not with spiritual community. Here, when people in difficult times, I would ask the community, hey, do you have a job for this person? I ask, what do you do? And if I see some good qualities to it, I ask people to give them opportunity. And such people, when they're in the downtime, I pay attention to them more. than other people. That's spiritual qualities. There's no real love in this mundane world. Pay attention, you will know. Thank you. Because of something. Don't believe it. Try to treat them bad a few times. You see. Conditional. Try to not pay for them a few times. You see. And that's what my relative did. Before he paid for everybody, basically. But right now, when they pay for him a few times, they stop hanging out with him. You know? Not love qualities to it. And that relative, I can see in his energy field, he's been hurt by being looked down by other people who still going out there stepping on other people to make money, kick apples to make money. He's being hurt by being a man, retired. He's been looked down. It makes him look contracted. His legs, I can see that he walk. In this the energy of people who've been hurt. The heart chakra is hurt, it's contracted. And when I go outside with him, the way he talk is more bitter, is less joy, less openness. He doesn't know that he's being trapped by the devil's game. Because if they can make you believe in your current situation, they can control you through the people's opinions on you. If they can make you believe like you are your pocket, you are these limiting dollars, you are not respected, you are useless. You know, all that thoughts, all the opinions from other people will make the person shrink, lose confidence in themselves. And that is the way the devil controls humans. That's the way the devil controls many people. You do not have to believe in your circumstances. Do not believe in your circumstances. Doesn't matter how hard it is. Doesn't matter how difficult it is. Do not believe in the negative devil talk. Be faithful just like I did. Right? At a time, I not even $20 in the pocket, eating the food that's not suitable for my system, but I gained so much wisdom in that truth. Because wisdom, when you see everywhere, you see the truth. I was happy inside, and I did not believe in the thoughts that, you should be like this, you should be like that, otherwise you are a loser. That's how told me. You are a loser. Nobody's gonna read your book, but I know too much. I know too much to believe in all of that. Because that's the reason why I went to the meditation centers, to heal all of that subconscious belief system. And then at that time, that light is so strong inside, that voice and knowledge is so strong inside. I was already rich inside before it manifests into my 3D world. I knew it. And it manifested. And I'm here to give the testimony for all of you who the hurt out there. Do not believe in the game that the devil created for you. Do not believe in the devil children. They will try to make you feel like you are not enough. You are not accepted. You are not rich enough. You are not abundant enough. Don't believe in those traps. That's their way to move you to that's the way to control you. That's the way. That's their way. You don't have to believe in your circumstances. Live with positivity, faith, and practice purity. Expect the great things. Pray. Stay in that pure, not limited knowledge. faithful in that pure, not limited knowledge, and pray. Keep on praying, keep on raising the vibration. And when you speak to people, speak with love as if you are rich, you are abundance, you have like you can give to the world. Speak that way, live that way, and that way abundance will flow to your reality. That being, that relative, I saw the abundance right here around his head, but cannot connect because that friends make him shrink, make him lose confidence. So that society try to train people, try to train him in such a way. You are a loser to retire at such young age. You are not making money. You are at home. You are helping your wife with this. I would say if I'm that man, I'd say, so what? So what? Are you a happy person? I'm at peace right now. I have all the time I need in this world. I did not get to have all this time on the early years of my life. Right now, I'm going to create the best years of my life with the people who I love, with the happiness that I've been chasing all my life, with the family members who love me and I love them unconditionally. Not with the fake people, not with the people who try to take advantage of me, but I'm blessed to have the time of my life. How about you? How about you? Are you happy? You know where you go after you die. Are you creating good karma on the process of pursuing material world? What is your spirituality level? Are you happy? Are you faithful? Are you connected with the light? If not, your advice is of greed, anger, delusion of the ego, the mundane world. Thank you, universe. Just be happy and content within yourself. Look for the best perspective around your life. Hang out with those who are loving, positive, inspire you in a beautiful, miraculous way. Be around the make it happen kind of people. Don't be around the greed, anger, and delusion who just try to pursue the material world and that's all they know. Don't. Right now, with all that happening, people have no clue if they're gonna be here the next week or not. They have no clue. And what's their spiritual heart? Is it so dark that they're gonna go to hell after all this material pursuit? Or is it so light and bright that they already live with heaven within and go to heaven without? And go to heaven after they leave this body. Unite with that heaven, that light after they leave this body. Thank you. And don't believe in anything that's negative. Don't believe in anything that's negative. When I see those evidence, when I see the people like that, and that's the reason why I share this story of miracle. If you can believe in that purity, and if you can purify yourself and be one with that purity, and take action for the well-being of others, everything is possible. Everything is possible. Abundance flow into my life only after I help people. Pay attention. Only after I help people. Flowing with ease, with joy, the money of the light. Not faithful in that purity and take action. The action that's beautiful, loving, that's for the benefit of others. You can just go out there and give a beautiful, talk to people in a way that to soothe them, soothe the heart, or like don't try to soothe the one that's too much hurt. This is not. It's kind of like living with positivity, radiating positivity. Good for people. Doesn't matter what you do, be that positive, and that if you live like that, faithful in the purity and happy, whoever put your trust in God, in Allah, He will suffice you. You will have enough. God knows what's enough, not your greedy friends, okay? Not your sinner friend. If you pursue everything of this life and you lose happiness, you lose it. You lose it before Lucifer. You're miserable. And that misery is not good for your mental state, your body. Not good for your body as well. Because by healing 1,000 cases, we saw that how, like when people are negative, the system, there are certain pains in the system. Thank you, universe. Good job. That song, I just share this because of love. I just can't stand seeing people suffer and be in that trap of that Lucifer. The last trap has been broken earlier in the Vietnamese channel. Right now, it's the last batch, like, who have been so in the circle of darkness. Come out with purity, faith, and expect great things through prayer. Everything that you set intention, it will inspire your action, will inspire what you attract. Start from that. Thank you. And be happy along the way. I saw that relative as well. When he's hurt by the circumstances, he start talking with contraction, with hurt, with pain, with hurtful, with hurt in the heart, and everything to him. He think everything is expensive. He think, oh, that is expensive, and that he would just try to make it. He would try to protect the very small money and doesn't mind hurting others. No, that is the, when you do that, you fall into the trap of the Satan as well. Because when it's not worth it. At that time, I paid for that relative, and that relative was bargaining for me in the market, and I said, and then that relative, and then the people like don't like him and like look at him like this because he become bitter by circumstances because he believe in it, and then he say, oh, they sell you at a high price, but to me it's very little. It's very little of that price, a little higher, but for him it's too much. And then I say, no, it's okay. It's okay. How many times do I really go to this market? Barely I go to the market, and it's okay. It's just very little. Don't worry about it. And I started helping him. I healed that wound. And today I share it so that people who've been hurt like that, fall into the trap of Satan like that, can come out with faith, with faith in that purity, and live positively to transform your life toward the light. I say this by my personal direct experience and helping 1,000 cases, more than 1,000 cases. You can do it as well. Thank you, universe. And I thank you for that relative, for the setup of God, of the universe, to let me see that. And so I can, whatever I see, I have the wisdom in that. Because when you are the 0 point, you see the problems, you see at the same time solution, and you share it. That's the beauty of the 0 point, the quantum, infinite possibility. Thank you, universe. And practice, like live with positivity, grace. Count your blessing. Do not let your circumstances make you become bitter. That way you lose the game, okay? Be positive as though you are already rich. And before you know it, abundance will come to you. That's how people in my community is. You know, she work for like, she worked to make money in the office, but then she decided to join join the team, to join helping what I'm doing, volunteer. And then at that time, her father just opened a hotel that she received passive income, and it's almost double what she make every month back then. But still, she get to do what she love. She get to, you know, heal herself every day, heal the limiting belief system every day, and participate in creative work that heal people, that create good karma, planting the good seeds for her in the future. That's why right now her father, you know, the wealth just come to her. The wealth just come to her. It's big money. It's big money. And it's already preserved for her. It's now 9 billion Vietnam dollar. You know, I'm just sharing so that, you know, when you are faithful and positive, overcome the collective pain, trauma, you go beyond all of this. The heaven gate is there. Are you practicing the qualities so that you match the vibration of inside the heaven or not? Positivity, pure faith. Thank you. I think this go deep in your subconscious already. Let's practice raising the positive energy. I thank you, that relative with that role, to help me have the knowledge to share and help others who have been hurt like that person. You know, when I go out there, I pay attention. When you hang out with, like, when people there's reasons to everything. There are people with bad karma. When I hang out with them, I see that I eat like not healthy food, bad food. You know, speaking like not any inspiring conversations, but it's kind of like low vibration, and the house kind of like not smelling good, and all those vibrations not high. Raise all of those vibrations. Raise all of those vibrations. Keep the house clean. Speak positive words. Stop consuming bad deeds. Okay? If you cannot transform the animals who you eat, at this time when everyone is repaying their karma, doesn't matter who you are. If you are not yet liberated, not yet have the big light, the bright light, try to go away from eating meat and, you know, animal products, to avoid having more enemies in your system, because everyone is repaying their karma. Everyone is. The key to be free from all of that is in that pure, stay in that pure. But if you stay in that pure and you eat negative frequencies food, your body is painful, and a lot of times you are being stuck. You just cannot go out here to the universe, but you're stuck in that pain until you so advance in meditation. You heal those to the light, and at that time you can be free. You know, the key is the light, faith in that purity. Live a life that's good for the world. That's good for the world. That's God's will. And when you do that, abundance follow you. You know, you attract amazing people, and then you will be enough. You have enough. spiritual quality, enough in terms of spiritual quality, spiritual, like not enough of the mundane quality, because greed, anger, delusion of human, never enough. And they would do whatever it takes to gain those material gain, those mental gains. No, do not raise that, do not raise that competition, be with the wise, the loving, focus on the happiness, the light. It will solve all of your problems, bodily and and mentally, and spiritually. Okay, let's practice. Every time I do this, I feel more satisfied than any of you can imagine, because I know that it heals people out there. It brings positivity to people's life out there. The message is that it's rare to find in today's world. So I'll share with you this. To have one light worker, because sometimes I watch his channel, but we saw that. So some of you, if you are in situations like that, you might be able to help yourself. So this light worker, because I see, because he has some positivity, but then it's today is about money, but devil use money to trap like most people. Just be free from all of that. Make money work for you. Inside is rich, outside is rich. And God knows what's the real riches. Thank you. This light worker, he make videos, but then recently I saw that because he saw the people, there's some trend out there, I think. People make live speech just because people give money to their super chat. I don't do that. I don't need that. Because to me, this is pure. I don't want anything like that. Like, I don't look down on money, but that's not my main focus. Okay. It's already rich. I just keep on flowing the light, and that light, you just cannot count the abundance of that light. I know how rich I am at the higher self level. It's a matter of how I want to get, how much I want to get. God knows what's enough. Thank you. And I connect with my higher self every day, all the time. I know very well, step by step, how to go there and how beautiful the higher self is. It's the beauty beyond this world. Okay. So, and this they create super chat, and that person makes super chats because of craving for money, because he saw that people out there make like hundreds of thousands or something, like 10 of thousands, because like one live stream, and then he do it with the background, the subconscious, that he wanna make it so that he can have that. This is his blessing, because he's been helping people. That's why I'm sharing it. Otherwise, he's stuck. That's why he make it. That's why when he make the video, he always stare at how people donate, how much they donate, and then he would like try to motivate those people who donate and forget the content, the real purpose of what he's here to do, and what people really care at what he share. Greed. And when he does that, I turn it off. First thing first. And then the second thing is, when I invest about the energy of that person, I saw back then have some light, but right now the light God is sideways. He doesn't receive it anymore. That's why his speech is right now is more of wrong direction of the light. Be careful. God knows what's enough. Not let greed or the social standard of other people determine your quality. Thank you. It's ugly, when a person just make a video and like just like staring on who and try to give like big time or big attention on those things and forget the main purpose. If you are just so good at what you do, if you're so good at what you are doing and you make impact, you create good values to people's life, money flow to you in different ways. Do not believe like do not live like that. That attitude is not good. People see it, people know it. The wise will look down on such person. You can hire to the mundane, you cannot hire to the wise. And you cannot especially hire to God. God is the wisest, the all-knowing. Live with authentic heart to just help people. All of that material gain, they follow you. You are the master of those. You are not do not let any social standard or other people's standard define your behavior. It's ugly. Just allow that purity, faith in that purity, and take action, positive action. If it's good for people, God will flow abundance your way. Thank you. Because the reason I say it, because I didn't heal it. If I heal it, I can. I healed a person a few times because I see it's also a light worker. But this time I didn't heal it. I saw the life of God is sideways already. He's walking in the wrong direction already. But if he listens to this, the light will come back on him. Learn from that is may the light come back your way. Thank you. It's ugly. It's ugly. When people are greedy, they're ugly. They're not pure. The heart is not pure. Okay, practice. I don't use the word gratitude because that person used the word gratitude with greed. That's why now I use grace so that people don't misunderstand. Some people really take advantage of the words by greed. Stop that. I'm gonna heal that word. I saw you see, even the words, there's devils attaching to the words. That's why when you speak that word, you feel it. Now, let me speak the word gratitude again. See if you feel it differently this time. That is now it's light. It's light. It's light. Gratitude. See? Like grace, gratitude, big, what? That's my meditation time. Practice gratitude toward God, toward the purity, toward online masters of all time, toward your wisdom, toward all the blessings that you have in life, toward all the knowledge that you have in life to this day. Be grateful and count your blessings. Thank you, universe. Raise the energy, okay? Hey.
Ready, yes.
As I talk, money just flowing into my bank. I don't have to do it I'm just sharing so that person know. You don't have to be you don't have to set you have just to be approach people it's bad. It's very bad. It's not pure heart. No, live be so rich inside.
Universe connected.
Back then, even when I had no money in my pocket, this material world doesn't make me an inch richer, doesn't make me an inch poorer. It's so complete. And all the world gotta support that state. Doesn't matter. I just keep on helping people and just flowing, you know. Don't chase this world. Chase the spiritual quality, and the world, you overcome the world. Thank you. You master it. Okay, raise your positive energy. Well, just turn on Saturday and Sunday. I feel inspired. Doesn't matter what you think, because I don't care what you think. I care what God thinks. I don't care what human think, really. I'm gonna just use the music that's spontaneous. Don't think about the music. If you are so being used by the worldly language, then you easily being disturbed by good or bad, you know. If you can have a mastery over whatever, you're just joyful in whatever, that's real mastery. You can be joyful in all circumstances, that's a real mastery. Thank you. Not a sky full of stars. Just stop practicing even before I turn on the music. You can even start dancing before I turn on the music. Thank you, universe. Thank you, life. Thank you, all this beautiful journey that give me the knowledge who I am today. Thank you, my relatives. Be blessed. Just be happy. Don't look at other people. Look at yourself. Be free at any moment. Time. Thank you, my team. Thank you, my beautiful place in nature and with the beach. Thank you for the knowledge. Thank you, all the miracles. Thank you, the beautiful Quran. Thank you, the Bible. Thank you, the scriptures. Thank you, all the beautiful energies that hand toward me right now. Thank you, heaven. Thank you, God. Thank you, all the spiritual protectors. Thank you, all light warriors. Thank you, all sages of all time. Thank you, all the angels of all time. Thank you, everything that I have in this life. Thank you, all this experience in this life. Thank you, universe. Continue. Thank you, beautiful nature. Thank you, heart self. Thank you, third eye team. Be blessed. Thank you, this journey. Thank you, all this experience. Thank you, all experience. This is oud wood. This is oud wood. My students make for me. This is gold. Like a layer outside. A layer outside only, okay? Music is loud, it's all vibration, but inside is the stillness, eternal peace. The peace of completion after sharing what's right to share. Thank you, music. love you, Kang Kang. It's a song. Thank you, universe. May you all live a life of freedom, faithful in the purity, and live with mastery. Be free from all devils, free from all dangers and suffering. Be the healer of your life, body, mind. Be the creator of your life by connecting with that purest, most powerful, the creator of all creation. That's your root. We love you all. You are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm not so worried about like my English is not being perfect at this time, but I gotta just show up for what's right. And later on, you be seeing like I advance every step, and that's all that matters. And the universe plan is so perfect. Love you all.